Greetings everyone, I'm back again for another video called the Heart to Heart Talk. This talk is basically me explaining my deepest experiences in life from the past few years of how I got to where I am, I guess, spiritually or as a vegan, just altogether holistically. Um, it all started back when I was in college, University of Akron, 2012. Just lifting a lot of weights, checking out the ladies that I never got. But yeah, checking out the ladies, playing video games, just doing every college thing. Of course, I studied a little bit, but not as much as I am now. But yeah, I was 2012. I probably was, I don't know how old I was at the time. 19, 20, I don't know. But yeah, at that time, I'm just in my prime age, happy. But there was a time when I was in college where something just clicked on me and just started to think, what was my purpose in life? Why was I here? Um, what the heck am I doing in school? What am I eating? What am I wearing? And just everything. So as that question dawned upon me, I started to investigate. And when one investigates, he finds his answer. So yeah, at that time, that question clicked, and I started to find and search the answer until I got it, which led me who I am today. Nothing. But I'm going to share about my nothing. So yeah, I was in college, and that question dawned upon me, and I started to investigating. I was staying at my grandmother's house, commuting to school at Akron, and I remember going home afterward an hour or two workout session in the gym in the recreation center because I was a big lifter at that time. I always wanted to bodybuild, which I'm doing currently now, but I was very serious. Just bodybuilder, trying to look fine, still getting no ladies. uh, and I remember just coming home after that and spending hours upon hours researching, just researching. I'll put homework aside. My grandmother would ask me to clean up or do something, and I would just stay in the room just to research. I'm researching quantum physics, a lot of conspiracy theories, yoga, religion, just uh, veganism, vegetarianism, all of that. In the beginning, it started with me having an Instagram account and talking to people on there about eating a plant-based diet. So, talked to some few friends. They basically inspired me. They showed me a couple of videos on probably Cowspiracy. I don't remember exactly, but they showed me a lot of videos just on the factory farming and all those harmful videos to animals and in the health benefits of eating a plant-based diet. And at that time, though I'm a bodybuilder, I was always constipated and getting headaches and such. So decided to try it out. And at that time, Thanksgiving was pretty close. I said probably like a week before Thanksgiving. Said that this last meal of meat is gonna be my last meal. I ate it and never went back. Thanksgiving, I went there, ate all vegetarian, had macaroni and cheese, and I don't know what else, but ate no meat. It was very tempting. But as soon as I did it, never went back. Since 2012 was the last day I had a piece of meat. Uh, so yeah, at that time that started. Then I started to research conspiracy theories on, like I said, religion, uh, the government. Government was a big one that really blew my mind. The things that the government does, like concentration camps, uh, what they call now martial law, or what they call it back then too, but yeah, martial law and concentration type camps and just all these horrible things. Started to learn more about the matrix, how we're living in a type of matrix, and the government owns everything. Uh, Illuminati, all those topics. Then it started to get to religion, which blew my mind. It really blew my mind, and had me really question about who the heck am I? Am I this flesh? Am I this flesh or am I something more? So that really inspired me to, instead of 7 hours on a computer, I would spend 9 hours on a computer researching Christianity, paganism, uh, quantum physics, just everything. And at that time, it was very depressive because when I started to watch Zeitgeist and other theories on Christianity, which I was raised upon, I thought, yeah, either Jesus wasn't real or I was even agnostic for a good solid three days probably, maybe even a week. No, probably 3 days, where I questioned the existence of God, but I didn't know if it was He or that power was actually true or not. So that was a big thirst to really find answers. So then I started to dive into quantum physics, which opened my mind up to amazing possibilities, like the expanse of the universe, which is wow, how we can, our planet can be right here, and then there's billions of other galaxies surrounding, and it was just beautiful. Quantum physics really was the start of my spiritual thirst and find the answers of who I am. So after that, started to read a little bit more, watch more videos on quantum physics and religion, and I don't, I don't know, just started to try to lower this video a little bit. I don't want it to be too long and bore you guys, even though it's a heart to heart talk. It's going to be long, but so I started to came across more religion, like Eastern religion and yoga, and as I dawned upon that, it made sense. Like these Eastern religions, like Hinduism and yoga and everything, it correlated to science and physics. And I started to learn about the chakras, all these different energy centers in the body. And it really like, this corresponds with science. If you open up this certain energy center, you'll be a product of love or expansion of the universe. So then I started to learn a little bit more yoga. Then I started to practice yoga for a good few months. I will go home, still research, learn more about yoga. Then I would do a lot of pranayama, breathing techniques with the prana system, kundalini yoga. I remember my old videos where I would just shake it out, check that root chakra. This is my favorite. I used to do that. And then do some more pranayama and relax and meditation for a little bit. So as I learned about that, I learned about breatharianism. So I really started to eat less, like almost to the point where I would eat like a mango or two a day. Like a mango and some lettuce and kale. Just because I was new to veganism, first of all. Second, I'm trying to get all my energy from breathing, from the breath. Which you should never get into something. I'm not gonna say never, but it's highly recommended to, if you want to do something like that, seek someone who can teach you personally breathing area. Plus, it would be good to go into an environment which is suitable to do that. Not where it's so much toxic in the air, or you live a day-to-day life pretty much, because you need a lot of time to sit and breathe and clean air, and do pranayama. So I would do that, and my weight would just go down and down and down. I got to 117 pounds was my least amount of weight. I was very skinny. My family would say, "You're gonna die. You're skinny. You look like you're gonna fall and break any minute." And I'm just like, "No, whatever. You guys don't know what you're talking about. You know, I know. You guys can do the same thing. You don't need food. What are you talking about? You don't need any of this. You need to start listening to me and breathe." But that was a big ego of mine. So then I was very skinny. Then I started to meet people who were also vegan from my hometown, and they gave me a lot of love at the time. Helped me gain a little bit of weight too. Helped me think a little bit, and I was happy about that. At that time, I was still pushed off from Christianity and religion, but I still had a, I didn't know if he was, Jesus was real or not at the time, but I left it in my mind. So yeah, as all that was coming through at the time, started to practice more yoga, learning more from them and everything. And I guess one of my old friends from high school, which is my current friend now, he brought me to a website. Like, hey, check this out, man. There's this spiritual teacher here. Check the website out. Because he's a follower of him. So I checked it out. This time, I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I know yoga or whatever, but light and sound, I don't really understand this as much. So to kind of bypass it, it was interesting, but I would still have the time like, I don't know if I'm going against my religion still, even though I don't know fully if Christianity is real or not. But I don't want to go follow someone else, and then man, in the depths of hell for the rest of eternity. That was my original belief. So, so about a year later, checked it out again. As I started learning more about yoga, I'm like, light and sound. This is very interesting. So to make this video faster, I started to learn more about that. Went to the website, started talking to him about it, and went to a meditation camp where as soon as I went, started talking to all the lovely people there about spirituality, telling them I do Kundalini yoga, and they telling me about this practice and how the spiritual teacher is the vital force of the practice, and how he teaches this method of meditation where you can see the light of God and you can hear the voice of God. So I'm happy reading the books. The people is good, and like 2 months later after that, I'm like, how to meet this guy? I met him, and he blessed me with bounds and bounds of love. Very nice guy, beautiful turban. He's an Indian. Um, Beautiful turban. He blessed me with this technique of meditation, which I practice now. And after that, it just changed my life completely. Changed my life completely. Completely. Because prior to that, what I wanted to know about religion or Christianity or yoga or conspiracy theories, all that just somehow clicked, and I'm like, there is a God. There is a God. And meditation is the way to go to God. And then I automatically stopped pranayama. I think I did it for like 2 weeks or so after that, learning the technique. But I just stopped it altogether after that. I'm like, no, this isn't the way. Can't reach God through the breath, only through your soul here at the Third Eye Center. And started to practice. My life was changed. And then I kept being vegan, but on and off for these past couple of years, I've been vegan and vegetarian on and off. Currently a vegan, and I just say I'm still learning on this path of spirituality and who I am. So these past few years, I know that we're all one. We're so trapped into this human body to have an experience of life, the ups and downs of life, the different forms of creation that power created. Went through all life forms, every single life form that we can imagine. We experience each life form of God, from plants to animals to human beings to gods to goddesses. We experience each form to know the ultimate goal of life, love, compassion, and what God is. And that's what I learned in a few years. And so also, because, let's backtrack, because when I was in school in 2012, because of all the, what is my purpose in life and all that, I dropped out of school. And since I met my spiritual teacher, he showed me the path of positive mysticism where we live our life in the world, have our home, families, work, and the importance of education. So I went back to school recently, and I'm trying to become an occupational therapist. Go therapist, go therapist. So I'm trying to become an occupational therapist and do my personal duties that I have to in the world, while also taking care of the most important aspect of life, which is self-realization and God realization. But these things can be different from each and every one of us because we're all unique. But I will say, ultimately, that is our goal in life. But some people have their own beliefs or their own karmic background in their lifetime, maybe to give to charity or be a murderer or whatever. But my purpose is to love, to be loved, and go back into love. That's all I have to share with you guys today. If you have more questions, you can always email me, write comments below, or let me know what other videos you want me to talk about on spirituality or whatever. But that is my spiritual quest thing, my heart to heart talk in a nutshell. In 20 something minutes. I can talk, or I can give like very specific things. But I hope this video is okay, not too long. I'm sure most of you guys probably stopped at the first 2 minutes. But if you did watch the whole video, thank you very much. Love you guys. Like and subscribe and share with all your friends. And remember that you are a spiritual gangster. I don't know why I did that. But peace, guys. From the Middle East, guys. Because I'm a beast, guys. No, I'm not. I'm hot. Okay, I'm done. Love you guys.